Hey everyone, back with another 1cc. This is Mushihimesama version 1.5 original with M-Shot. This is taking me quite a while because this game, I don't think this was that hard of a clear. It's just that this game for me was like my quote-unquote chill out sort of run game that I don't do a lot of practice mode with this game. I kind of like I was playing this alongside Dodonpachi, and Dodonpachi was the harder game for me to clear. And when I was getting frustrated with that game, I would just come over to this game and do some runs, and not really go into practice mode that much, just see how far I could get. Because this game's a lot more chill than even Mushi 1.0. Not to say this game is super easy. I think there still has its moments where it can be a little challenging, especially for someone newer like me, but this game was a lot easier overall to clear than DDP. I had to do a lot of save state practice with DDP, but with this, I mostly practice stage 5, because I just love stage 5, so I practiced it a lot. And I practiced a little bit of stage 3 and 4, but then I mostly just got this through doing runs. I didn't really use practice mode too much for this. It just was like a long time coming because I just didn't put in too much time to this game before just recently. After I cleared DDP, I really was like, nah, you know what, I'll actually get this clear. So what was funny was that the night before, the night of that I got this, excuse me, the night that I got this, the run before this run was really bad. Like I was off. I wasn't even close to 1cc pace. I think I lost my credit in stage 4, I think, and I lost another credit in stage 5, and I was tilting hard, and it was already late. It was like 11 p.m. and I was like, you know what? I got one more in me. I have one more run in me, and then this run came about, and this is really the best run I've ever had in this game. Like you'll see by the end, but this was a very good run, I think. I made mistakes, obviously, but yeah, I didn't really comment much on level 1 because there's not much to say on this level. This level is quite easy, and there's not a lot going on, especially because I didn't score it. I can score it now and get about like 2.7 mil, 2.8 mil, but not in this run. This run I was just purely for survival. I might want to explore some scoring in this mode because it reminds me of Futari Black Label, where you do a lot of point blanking, get a lot of amber, which is pretty fun, and I like point blanking, so I might mess around with it at some point. And I do want to come back to this game to clear Maniac at some point too. Level 2, this level I don't have a route for at all. I kind of just vibe and dodge. It sounds stupid, but I don't really. This level's not very hard, but once you just know the level, you don't really have to route it that hard. It's just kind of a, what you see is what you get. You just can dodge most of the patterns in this level aren't that difficult. I switched to formation here. I'm going to stay in formation for the rest of this level, and because I want it for stage 3. Formation's really useful in stage 3. I should learn how to score this mini-boss more. He seems pretty easy to point blank for the most part. I know you can point blank these big yellow moths quite easily as well. So I was learning some scoring on this level after I got this clear. And I think I do score these guys a little bit. Yeah, I will take some scoring opportunities in this run when I see them where I can point blank, where it seems pretty safe. Like usually with those big ant lions, it's pretty safe in some situations to score them. But yeah, this game I like 1.5. I like it more than 1.0, honestly. I think. Yeah, it's not as hard as 1.0 original, but I just like the graphics are improved. I like that M-Shot's good because I always like the medium shots in games. I like the enemy placements. I like that the scoring's involved. Like another thing I really don't like about Mushi 1.0 is the scoring is so bare bones that it's hard for me to get kind of excited about playing it. I still haven't cleared Mushi 1.0 because I don't know. I just don't have that passion for it to play it because it doesn't really have much of a scoring system at all. And it's like I could always just play this. I bomb here where probably shouldn't have had to bomb, but it looked a little close to me and I really was trying to play it safe. I can get through this boss without bombing in most situations though. This pattern's fun. I like this pattern. This boss is kind of cool. I think he's a lot more interesting on Maniac, but he's cool. Get my extend here, I think. Yep. Yep, my least favorite level in the game. I really dislike this level. This level tilts me so much. Most of my deaths in this game come on level 3 in every run. So I was dedicated to bombing on this level no matter what. I was like, I know I'm going to lose lives here. Even if I bomb, I'm going to lose lives here at some point. So I was more than willing to throw away my bombs on this level. If you can get through level 3 and not die, you probably are going to get the clear. At least that's how I view this game. Is it's really level 3. If you don't lose any lives or lose like 1 life, you're probably going to clear the game. This part sucks. Imagine scoring this is probably a nightmare too. I haven't tried yet, but I do well here though. I don't think I die. I think I die a little bit later from here, and it was to something kind of stupid. But I do pretty well at this section. Being able to control the slowdown with your laser shot a little more reliably makes this level a bit easier in 1.5, whereas in 1.0 there's like barely any slowdown in this level, and it's just a mess. It's funny because I usually like these battleship raid style levels in shmups, and that's really what this is. The execution of this it doesn't hit for me. There, see, I died. I died there. That was such a stupid death. That was a really stupid death. I like rarely ever die in that section, and that's why this level tilts you so hard. You'll die on something you rarely ever die to on this level, and you're like, really, I died to that? I never die there, and then you just lose it, and then that's when you lose 2 more lives on this level, and then you quit and stop playing this game for the rest of the night. And this section's always annoying too. Full of worms. I honestly wish this was level... If this level had to be in the game, I kind of wish this was level 4, because level 4 feels like level 3 in terms of difficulty, at least in original mode. It's like way more chill. I mean, I guess you could see the argument that this level's so frantic that having a nice chill level 4 is a good change of pace, but I don't know. This level always just seemed a little harsh for a level 3. Something that helped me with this level a lot, if you're still trying to clear this game, is I spend a lot of time on this level just looking at my ship and not the enemies. Because like, there's so many enemies, no matter where you're moving on the screen, you're bound to kill them. As long as you're using formation, you're bound to kill them. So if you just focus on your ship the whole time and your hitbox, you're less likely to die on this level. That was a close call right there. Ugh. I've died so many times in the past trying to get that damn bomb. Anymore, I just wait until it's an opportune time, but trying to go for that bomb too early is a death sentence, honestly. Something will get you. It always does. I don't think I die here. I think I die again to the final section before the boss. Because I do bomb here. I did use my bombs. I was happy that I used my bombs on level 3. There's so many times I've died on level 3 where I don't use my bombs, and it's maddening. Yeah, I gotta use my bombs. Why did I die here? Yep, I was too fast. I was too hasty to get across. I'm pretty sure I was really mad when that happened. I like this boss. This boss is fun. This is the best part of the level to me, is this boss. This boss is a lot of fun. He has some fun patterns. Yep. Got trapped. I like this part. You really gotta focus at this part. It's so funny because I have a great rest of the run after this. But my level 3 is my sore spot in this game, and like I said, I'm so bad with practice in games where I don't like the level because like I don't want to practice this level. I hate this level. So I kind of just hope I get through it, and then I know I can do level 4 fairly well, and I'm great at level 5 because I played level 5 so many times. So I was feeling okay about the run at this point, and I knew my extend was coming up at 10 mil, so I'm like, okay, I'll have 3 lives. Like, yeah, I mean, 3 extends. I'll probably be okay. I gotta experiment with scoring those guys too, the green water beetles. I think you can kill them pretty quickly and just go either all the way to the left or all the way to the right while you're point blanking them, and you won't get hit by their spread, but I have to experiment with it. I can feel myself slowly transforming into a score player, just always thinking of how could I score this section, or like what would be the best way to score this section. This section sucks on Maniac, I'll tell you that. Those green water beetle guys are no joke on Maniac. I like this level a lot though. I like the music, I like just the vibe of the level, and it's just fun. It's not too difficult, but it's also not a pushover level either. They found a good balance with this level. I kind of have mixed feelings on Mushi in general, even 1.5. It's like, I really like level 4 and 5. Level 2's okay, level 1's like a whatever level. And I hate level 3, so... this game's alright. Like, I know people really praise Mushi a lot, but I'm not saying it's a bad game at all. I mean, I liked it enough to get a 1cc, but I mean, I want to play Maniac more, so I mean, maybe my opinion will change the more I get into Maniac, but I think that this game's okay. I'm not Mushi is one of the greatest shoot 'em up games I've ever played type guy, but solid. This section used to trip me up a lot. This dragonfly section. But I do well here, for sure. It's all about them cancels on the tails. And dodging the side attacks. Really, I just bull rush through the whole body section of these guys as fast as I can. This section really reminds me of like tall playing games. It's just not a very cave thing to put into a game, I think. I like this boss. He has a couple annoying aspects to him, but I in general like fighting this boss. I think his patterns are pretty interesting. Usually you don't have to bomb him. I think he can wall you in some ways if you get bad RNG with some of his attacks. I got walled there. This pattern's pretty easy. You can just go left or right on this pattern and spread out the side shooting shots. Yeah, I like this pattern too. That one used to trip me up a lot, that pattern where he shoots the crisscrosses. Yeah, that used to kill me all the time. It would just be slightly off and it would clip me all the time. I like that you can point blank him at the end too. Now at this point I really thought I had a good run going, because I know level 5 quite well, which you're about to see. And I was like, yeah, I think this might be it. Yeah, see, like this is the part of the run I'm actually pretty proud of, because I come into stage 5, no bombs at all. You don't get a bomb in this level until the boss, so you gotta know what you're doing. And I've played this. I love this level. This level is so fun with all the cancels and interesting dodging you have to do, and the different types of enemies that show up. And I love being able to point blank those things for points. It's just such a satisfying feeling in this level. Scoring this level, you can get a ton of points in this level if you try to score this level, which is also a lot of fun to do. I honestly feel like it's, with those big pot plant things, it's actually safer to point blank them, because they'll die faster and you don't have to deal with their bullets and you're getting scores. So pretty much, not always point blank them, but I do it often enough, because it's just honestly safer. Yeah, see, he barely got his patterns out. I feel like those big green moths, their spread trips me up sometimes. Even though as many times as I've seen them, I still sometimes get clipped by those when I play this level. I don't know what it is. I'm usually just slightly off, going off to the side, trying to dodge one of them. But I do good here with it. Now you're about to witness one of those strangest how did I live through that things coming up. Like, because this boss has a pattern, I hate this pattern, and I never quite figured it out. And how did I live through that? I don't know how the hell I dodged that. I was shocked while I was playing. I was like, wait, what? I like never lived through that. And like, so now I was feeling really good. Now I was really confident in my play, because I was like, oh, I'm really playing well today. And I got lucky? Hell yeah. Like, get lucky and you're playing well? That's some of the best feelings in a shmup. Almost died there too. That was a clutch cancel. This section is one of the most fun parts in the entire game to me. Like, this whole section leading up to the last boss is so fun. It's so intense. You know, Maniac, it's crazy, but I really gotta practice that if I want to beat that, for sure. I'm not sure if Trace is better here than Formation. I only really use Formation for stage 3 for the most part. I kind of always practice with Trace in stage 5. I'm not quite sure how the damage works out though, comparatively. That was crazy close. I forgot about that. I forgot how close that was to being a death. But yeah, look at that. We got to the boss. I didn't even die. Didn't have a bomb. That was one of the best live run stage 5s I had. No, it is the best live run stage 5 I ever had. What am I saying? One of. It is the best stage 5 run I ever had. And now the final boss. This guy's fun. He's not too overly difficult, I don't think, on original. He's just a good time. I was a little worried there, so I had to bomb. Now this death here is so stupid. This is almost a no-miss stage 5, and then I die in the dumbest way possible. Like, why did I run into that? Why did I run into that? That's... that is so stupid. I hate this pattern, so I just bomb it. I'm like, I want this clear. I'm just bombing this pattern. I hate this pattern. Just get into your easy last pattern and we'll call it a day. Because that's how I felt. I was like, I don't want to bother trying to die just being a hero when I know I hate this pattern and I have a bunch of bombs. I'd rather save the lives, get the points for clearing with the extra lives. For some context, my previous 1cc close attempts, I've come to this boss with 0 lives, so it's crazy that I have 2 extents. Like, I've never had a run this good in this game. This was awesome. I would like to try probably like a no-miss of this eventually. But not only this stage, but of this entire game. I think it's very doable. And yeah, that's my Mushi 1.5 run. This is a very fun, you know, way more chill game. It's not as grinding as DOJ or DDP or S-Braid, but it's a good time.